Welcome to Gospel Motivation. On this channel, you are going to get soul-lifting message, faith, and video that will help you to grow your spiritual life. Remember, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more new video updates.
This is what the Bible says in Romans chapter 8 and verse 18. It says, "For I reckon, I come to terms with the fact that the sufferings of this present," it says, "that it is not worthy to be compared with the glory that shall be revealed in you." It says, "For the earnest expectation of creation awaits." Creation was told something that they are still waiting for. If it is true that creation is alive, then there is something it had and is still waiting for it. The Bible captures that experience. It calls it the manifestation of the sons of God. It says, "For creation itself was subject to bondage, not willingly." Adam brought them into that mess. But right now there is the bondage of corruption that the sons in light will deliver creation from, not men. The gospel was not supposed to affect men alone, because it was not only man that fell, the entire creation too fell. Plants fell, animals fell, the ecosystem fell because man fell. What is the mandate? 1 Peter 2 verse 9. We're wrapping up. 1 Peter 2 verse 9. It says, "You are a chosen generation." Look at all these definitions. A chosen generation. That means you are not, this already tells you are not the only generation. Out of the many generations, by God's predeterminate counsel, you are a chosen generation. It says you are a royal priesthood. You are a holy nation, a peculiar people. And there is only one thing that makes you all this: the privilege of being called out of darkness and being given a mystery that the Bible calls marvelous light. This is what makes you this. Access to a body of spiritual truth that has been hidden in other dispensations, but now by the Spirit of grace is being revealed to a chosen generation. You have access to a body of spiritual information. Listen, this is the ministry of the fivefold or fourfold, as you may call it. They are granted by the Spirit of grace this marvelous light. Paul calls it in Ephesians 3 the fellowship of the mystery. It's like occultism. You were initiated to partake of a body of truth so that you will communicate it. And then alongside that mandate, you was given a grace in chapter 3 and verse 9, that this grace is able to make all men see. It's a grace that was given to him. You are able to see what he's saying so that you can step into the fullness of that. Why are we gathered here? So that we will understand these matters of the kingdom. These are some of the things Jesus spent 40 days teaching. It's amazing that in those 40 days, he truly did not perform any miracle. That means compared to those weightier matters, even the miraculous is a very, very inferior thing. The miraculous only finds its credence when those truths are understood. Whatever Jesus did for that 40 days should represent the highest priorities of the kingdom. Miracles were not there. Fame was not there. He didn't even mention his name and say, "I'm Jesus, I've resurrected. Verify that it's me." Most of the things we do today in church were not captured in that 40 days lecture. Whatever Jesus did in that 40 days, we should do it because prophetically we have less than 40 days. So if Jesus spent 40 days, we should be able to quickly know his priorities and spend our lives learning and teaching these truths so that believers will rise. Why do you get up in the morning? Because the Christ needs to be revealed. The Christ needs to be enthroned first in the hearts of men and across every strata of human activities. This is why you should marry. If God cannot find kingdom come in your marriage, that marriage is not bad but is useless, as far as everything finds its relevance not in the activity itself but the degree to which it is connected to kingdom come. So if this preaching, notice, do you know, many of you study history, whether as a formal education or just from your passion. Many of the activities that were recorded in scripture, there were other historic activities that happened concurrently, but the Bible does not capture them. The Bible is only interested in which activities brought kingdom. Any activity that happened through history and kingdom was not found there, in God's mind, he shouldn't even make this book. Wow. That means if God were to edit my life, you will be surprised that my life will only be full of 3 chapters. As old as you think you are, only 3 chapters worth of kingdom. Every other thing that has happened will not be captured there.
Thank you for watching this video. God bless you, but don't forget to subscribe.